it is a Friday. We do like to discuss some lighter cultural fare on Fridays if we can. And that brings me to Ashley St. Clair. Now, that was one of the other things that I had with Ben Smith when I went to his conference in D.C. yesterday. He was upset that I, quote, attacked Ashley St. Clair, that I went after her. That's what he said. And he was acting like I was bullying her in some way. Well, I never would have mentioned the name of Ashley St. Clair. She was not on my radar. I've never attacked Elon's other baby mamas. I don't care. If like these women want to strike that deal with Elon, it's none of my business. Good on him if it works for everybody. The difference with this woman is she knew completely what she was walking into. And then when the benefit of that bargain came exactly as one could predict it would come, which is no meaningful relationship with him, no Valentine's Day together. She got upset, sent out a nasty tweet, claimed a tabloid was doing an in-depth investigation on her, which never broke. The only one who ever reported on this was the New York Post, because she gave them a photo shoot inside her, quote, lavish apartment.
With feet pics and an incorrectly arranged chessboard.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Really?
Yeah.
Are you a chess player?
She is.
Oh my God, you noticed that? That's impressive.
There it is.
Yeah, here are the feet, the naked feet, with her floor-to-ceiling windows in an apartment almost certainly funded by him.
I think, she
there
said
we
that
go.
he kept her in isolation. The knights and the bishops need to be swapped. But
I'm impressed.
Well,
and that's a true chess player to see that in the photo. So what do you make of the fact that now she wants us to feel sorry for her? That's what I believe. She's sad about the consequences of her own life choices, and she definitely doesn't want publicity. Do not believe the pictures of her in the corset in the New York Post. She doesn't want it.
Yeah, she's wearing like a dark Lauren Sanchez look, where it's like the Lauren Sanchez inauguration fit, but all black.
Yeah.
No, I said this on our podcast when we covered this topic. Like, sometimes I feel personally sort of undignified when we like post selfies or shill our meme coin, and then there's like these influencers out there on social media doing like Maury Povich paternity stuff. It's crazy.
Right. So now she has sued Elon, that's in the news today, for paternity.
Yeah.
And accuses him of going dark on her. And Elon tweeted out something to the effect of, I have taken care of every child I've ever fathered, and generously. If ever there's been a breakdown, it's because the demands have been exorbitant. So he didn't name her, but it seemed to be a clear reference to, trust me, I'm going to take care of every child I sire, but I'm not going to be made a fool of and start giving out billions to 26-year-olds who I slept with once in St. Bart's, which appears to be what happened here.
And we were sort of speculating on whether they actually like knocked boots or if it was an IVF baby, because he has a record of that. Not really my business and don't care, but people have dug up like old correspondences, texts of hers
she
screen capped, because they were disappearing.
She was ready to bed him.
I'm not that scandalized by that, because we women say all sorts of crazy things when we have our eyes on a guy.
Yes,
like I wish he would knock me up. That's not that outrageous.
I've never said that, but
I have. But I think just her conduct leading up to it, that she like leaked this herself on Valentine's Day, that it was kind of like a pre-choreographed, almost Instagram-like post versus a tweet, that it had the name and email of her publicist who does crisis management and damage control for celebrities.
She claims that she was isolated in her home, that she wasn't able to take a walk with her baby.
That her 5-month-old baby has never been out for a walk.
As if someone would recognize Ashley Sinclair in the street at all,
especially prior, right?
Like, she was nobody,
right?
Why would anybody care?
That's what was bothering her.
Exactly.
Right? That was the problem. So the tweets to which you refer, she had an exchange with another online influencer where she was talking about how she really wanted to have Elon's baby. I need his rocket babies, LOL. He 10,000% saw my moon landing tweet. Then she writes to her friend, look, I'll take one for the team, seduce Elon, and get in a rocket to see what's up. Then she also said, I need a caption to seduce Elon Musk. Thinking about the dangers of AI, laughing emoji. Elon replied to the thread revealing that, because it was the person with whom she was texting posted the private DM exchange on Twitter and made it public. And Elon responded, "Whoa," which I don't know what that means, because literally, Elon, I have news for you. Every woman you're sleeping with is doing it for the same reason.
They're baby trapping you.
Yes. Right. Like, they're thinking they're going to get a private jet out of it. That's probably a problem for most billionaires in dating newbies.
But it sounds like he's on board with that to some, like, I'm sure Ashley Sinclair is taken care of.
Yes.
In every regard, besides the amount of attention that she is getting.
Yes.
Which is not really up to him.
Right.
It's kind of her job in life to make her own opportunities for attention. She can't count on him for that. I also want to point out that, like, when people say, like, well, it's understandable why she entered into this bizarre and unpleasant arrangement because, you know, it's she's set for life, and think of the genes and so on. We were talking about this on the podcast. Like, I don't think that it doesn't seem that, like, fun or worthwhile or healthy to be chained to the world's richest man financially, especially when you guys don't get along and he doesn't like you. And
Right.
I will punish you because you overstepped. And then the genetic argument is bizarre too, because even if your kid has, like, the most maximized genes and the highest IQ, he's already kind of screwed because there have been idiots, like, squabbling on the internet about him since before he gained sentience. Yeah.
I'd much rather have a child with a regular IQ and a father in the picture.
Yeah.
I don't know this person, but my strong belief is this wasn't about having a baby with a high IQ. She wanted to be taken care of for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
She already had a baby from another man. Then she hooks up with Elon, which was clearly her goal. Okay, fine. All of this is fine. I actually know people who are gold diggers, and it's like, that's a choice. You know, if you're, like, a beautiful woman and you have a lot of rich men who want to, like,
Absolutely valid.
I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest with you. I do have a problem with you then playing the victim.
Right.
And wanting me to feel sorry for you when he's with somebody else on Valentine's Day. And when your lavish New York City apartment isn't quite lavish enough.
Yeah.
And I also just feel like I just do desperately want to remind young women, you don't have to go this way. You can make your own money and still wind up with somebody great. It is a possibility.
You just have to start a podcast.
They say in New York you can have
Helps.
a good relationship, a livable apartment, or a good career, but you can only have two of those three.
I deny that, man. Please disagree.
I know you think, but you're very
We
special.
saw your tweet.
Yeah.
When I started at Fox, I think my first job at Fox was $115,000 a year. I'm trying to remember, because we negotiated like it was. Yeah, they wanted to pay me under 100, and I said, there's no way I'm taking on under 100 with 10 years of law practice under my belt. I refuse, just on principle. So I got it right over 100. I can't remember, it was like 105 or 110. I can't remember. My point is, now that's a good salary for sure, but I wasn't rich, and I had to live in Manhattan. Right? It was like I had to be at work at 5 in the morning, first DC and then Manhattan. My point is, I have money now, but I did not always have money. I really didn't. And my first job in TV only paid $17,000 a year. But if you love what you do, you put in endless hours. It's a labor of love. And usually, if you're a hard worker, you will do well in the profession of your choice. She was making it. She had 1 million followers on X. Well, now I wonder. Now you're both making the same face. I do wonder how she got the followers.
I mean, she's like a influencer.
Yeah.
She's sort of already prostitute adjacent.
That. What do you mean? Are there influencers who are not prostitute
But
adjacent?
she is not one of them. She, you know, she was in that conservative men's calendar that came out a couple years ago.
She has, like, a sordid online history as sex laptop, allegedly.
Oh.
I don't know. These are things that I, like, absolutely don't judge her for. I don't care.
Okay, right.
Whatever.
No, to each his own, as you said.
I wouldn't have known,
But-
again, who she was had she not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, that's enough of Ashley saying, Claire, I think we're done with her. You don't just go out and buy a life jacket when the boat is already sinking. And you don't buy gold when the economy has already collapsed. Clearly, others are heeding this advice as gold hit all-time highs already this year. It's not too late for you too. And you could have Birch Gold help you diversify into physical gold. Birch Gold specializes in helping you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold for no money out of pocket. One recent 5-star review said Birch Gold was, quote, knowledgeable, helpful, non-pressure. Get your free info kit on gold by texting the letters MK to the numbers 989898. There is no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews, text MK to 989898 and let the experts at Birch Gold help you secure your future today with gold. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.